Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. You have to live with this result every second of every day for the next year, guys.
Some of the greatest sports talk radio takes place in the state of Alabama because of the rivalry and the trash talk that goes on between Auburn fans and Alabama fans. It is must-listen radio, David. It's incredible.
And it's must-watch TV. Like, no matter what the records are, it seems like it's always a good game. The hate runs deep, and it is a great game to call.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Looking left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw. Got a man. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires on the move. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
He's got his man. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Touchdown tie. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Auburn lines up quickly. On third down, going up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Open space at the 25. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. From the shotgun, the inside give. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. The back goes in motion. From the gun. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming with them.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pressure coming. Pocket starts to collapse. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 2nd down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quick release on the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Using the quick game. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tacked.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He'll try to pop the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a 1st down play. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. Hard running there. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Feeling some heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively,
quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Sweet feet on the move. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Coming after him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Took a shot as he threw. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Handoff from the shotgun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Line gets set. 1st down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
It's caught. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch called for and made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, from Tuscaloosa to the Plains, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a lot of trash talk in this battle between the Tide and War Eagle. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got it at the 25, just needing a yard on second down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle and make an incredible catch and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Auburn lines up quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Gets it out fast.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Line getting set on second down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Going up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Tigers with the 1st and 10.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pressure coming. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's looking to throw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Forward and finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll go right back to it. And the Tigers get it past the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete downfield. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the coordinator.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. They want to continue this long drive. Ninth play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He got it! Touchdown, Tiger! They move on top here in the 4th.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets and small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Auburn lines up quickly. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires complete on the crosser. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. He'll take another shot here. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one, accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Running to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No, no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Auburn, 27, Alabama, 24.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Comes out throwing on first down. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Coming after him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. And the missed connection on 3rd down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it on the left. And he's running in the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And you just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime?
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the right. He's got it. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Wants to throw on 1st down. Floating away. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Now improvising. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Makes his connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On target. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Excellent field position here for the offense. The give to the back. Oh, what a move! Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Huge third down here. A field goal will send us to another overtime, but a touchdown would win it. Makes the catch. He's in. A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.